The Scottish Centre for Regenerative Medicine carries out cutting-edge stem cell research into conditions ranging from multiple sclerosis to heart disease. The new £54 million building at the University of Edinburgh provides accommodation for up to 250 Medical Research Council funded stem cell scientists. Regenerative medicine offers hope for a new range of treatments to repair and reverse damage to tissue that is caused by disease.
This building is absolutely critical to the regenerative medicine initiative at the University of Edinburgh because it provides the core central hub. It provides the facility that brings together the stem cell biologists trying to understand the basic mechanisms of tissue repair with the clinicians who are actually seeing patients in the clinic with the diseases such as those of brain, blood, liver and heart. The mechanisms of regeneration in these different tissues have an awful lot in common. And so we know that the mechanism of stem cell activation in the brain and the liver are very similar. And so we can use this cross-fertilization of ideas, because all these scientists are within one building, to accelerate the research in all of those different areas.
The ground floor of this facility has GMP capabilities, and that means that we're able to take material cells that we grow within the lab and grow them to a particular standard that we can actually transplant them back into patients. And the location is fantastic because we're right behind the Royal Infirmary of Edinburgh. So the scientific environment, the GMP facilities and the locality next to the hospital is just going to be fantastic for my work. My research in particular looks at genetic forms of Parkinson's that cause a very, very aggressive course of the disease. So we've identified a family in the United States that has a very strong mutation that causes a very severe form of Parkinson's disease. We've turned these skin cells that we obtained from the family into stem cells, and we're able to use these as a resource to turn them into nerve cells in the lab. We can look at the disease forming in the dish. We can try to use different ways to screen drug compounds to rescue these disease neurons that we have in the lab, and hopefully translate some of these drugs that we can hope to identify that rescue these neurons into people.
My research is to understand the mechanism of liver regeneration. The incidence of liver disease is rapidly rising worldwide and in the UK. It's the 5th most common cause of death in the UK. It's only treated by liver transplantation in its severe form, but we don't have enough livers, so we have to develop alternative treatment strategies.
So my research is looking at liver cancer, and a particularly aggressive form of liver cancer, which arises from the bile ducts in the liver. And I look at the role that stem cells and the molecular signals that govern stem cells have in the formation of the cancers. So this form of cancer at the moment is resistant to chemotherapy, and very few patients are amenable to a curative operation. We're looking to find a drug that will target the pathways that are governing the proliferation of stem cells and therefore cancer cells in the liver, to find a new treatment to bring to patients in the clinic. The building brings together a wealth of expertise and a great environment for the study of stem cells.
This production is brought to you by the University of Edinburgh.